I know, guys, this is weird seeing me in the driver's seat and seeing Dale on the thing, but he's been a little disabled for the past couple months. Bitches, I gotta stir the pot up here a little bit. Tonight was Rio. It's fucking amazing. Dale, what you gotta say about tonight?
Oh my god, I mean, I've loved a lot of UFCs this year, but I gotta say this might be up there with like UFC 125 and shit. One of the best cards I've seen from top to bottom this entire year.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, tonight, I'm actually gonna start on the pre-fucking card. We're gonna start the night off tonight with Palhares versus Miller.
Hell yeah.
Fucking fight of the night. That's
all
I gotta
God.
say. From start to finish, the most entertaining. Two guys just going at it. Honestly, I don't believe it should have ended the way it should have. Honestly, personally, I say, would you agree? It should have been a draw.
I would not have been disappointed with a draw or a majority decision, personally.
It was too hard to call, but I wouldn't have said unanimous decision one person. I think it just was because it was in Brazil. I can live with that, yes, but I got, honestly, for the thing, I got it dead even. I don't know about you guys, but that's what I got.
I think the way I had it, you know, I might have had it, you know, 3 rounds, nothing for Palhares, but I was looking at, you know, what some guys from what the judges scored off of MMA Junkie tweets. One guy had it 29-27. One had all 3 rounds for Palhares, and one guy had it 30-25. So
yeah, guys,
I don't know what the hell that was.
Let me put it this way.
It was crazy.
You're gonna be actually shocked. Your boy here was sober during the whole main card. Don't get me wrong. I drink a few during the prelims, had some fun. This is where I'm going to get into it. I didn't really fully watch the Spencer Fisher fight because some of our buddies came up. I did a couple of Irish car bombs with them.
Well,
and
I mean,
he caught it, so I mean, I'll let him talk this one.
All right. Well, if you missed the fight, you didn't really miss too much. I mean, some good technical striking at the start, but for the most part, the first round was Tavares pinning Spencer Fisher against the cage, punching him, you know, just getting a little bit the better of him. Second round, a little bit of the same, except Tavares gets the back of Fisher, pounds him out, and gets the win. So.
Oh yeah, take that back. I did see the ending. He did get TKO. It's pretty nice. Okay, guys. Well, let's hit the main card off, Dale.
Yeah.
Since I've been starting them all off, you go for it, buddy.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say this. If you didn't know anything about Netcop, all you gotta know is he's a pretty good motherfucker.
Put it this way, man. He's a Bulgarian wrecking machine.
That's right, Bulgarian wrecking machine. Nobody gave him a shot against. Well, some people gave him a shot against Louise Kane, but I thought he was gonna knock it. Yeah, he knocked Kane the fuck out.
All right, guys. Second fight, I'll start it off, man. We're 0-1 on Rio winning. We come in here, Shaw being the hybrid, being not the underdog, but actually the advantage, the top guy for this fight. Nogueira coming in, they're saying, you know, maybe he is old, you know, there's a possibility he could lose this fight.
Well, let's just get one thing straight. Nogueira, A, is not that old.
That is true.
And B, his only losses in the UFC have been either a former UFC champion in Frank Mir and the current champ Cain Velasquez. So
that is very true, but
I take exception to that whole old thing.
You know, the thing is, Shaw was pretty much winning the fight up until about 4 minutes in, and then all of a sudden, pop! He was said and done, knocked out, flat cold.
Yeah, he laid out Shab. I would not be surprised if that was knockout of the night. But you know what? You can't make any excuses for Shab on that one. The fact of the matter is, like Nogueira or not, he won this fight against a credible fighter.
It was a phenomenal night. That was definitely one of the best knockouts tonight.
Absolutely.
It is arguably one of the, probably either the knockout, but yet again, we'll get into that later on the other fights, right, Dale?
Yeah.
But we're not going to talk about it right now. Next fight, arguably also one of the top contenders for fight of the night. Up next is Pearson versus Barboza.
Oh my God, I love Ross Pearson.
One of the best 3-round fights, honestly. But when it came down to the decision, it's one of those ones I could have stayed. Do you agree with a possibility of an even balance of a draw?
And even my original prediction, if I may say so. My original prediction was a majority decision. I thought one was going to be...
Honestly, though, but if you had to give somebody the last point, it should have been Barboza losing this fight because Pearson definitely did push this fight.
I don't know. I mean, I look at it. Barboza showed some great takedown defense.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And he stuffed a lot of the takedowns. You know, he landed some pretty hard shots on Pearson.
But by the time, but when it comes to the judging, sometimes you don't like it, sometimes you do. It's probably a favorite yet again in Rio. But
I don't know.
Barbosa wins by split decision, right?
Well, yeah, it was a split decision, but I would not have disagreed either way. Personally, I had a 29-28 for Pearson, but I was not disappointed with the result.
Okay, guys, next we'll get into the co-main event. Shogun versus Forrest.
Yes!
It was not an unentertaining fight. You know what was awesome about it? And this is where I say it's an arguable point on knockout of the night. Yes, Nogueiras was awesome, don't get me wrong. But, dude, to say you knock somebody out 52 seconds like Forrest Griffin, that beats the knockout by Anderson Silva by a couple.
Well, let's kind of recap the knockout. Was Forrest going for a takedown when he got clipped, or what happened?
No, dude, he was standing with him, and all of a sudden, if you guys remember, do you remember the Coleman fight versus Shogun? Just think that punch.
I don't know.
It was more like the Liddell knockout.
Yeah. A little bit, but
it was more vicious.
Yeah, but I don't remember him catching him on like the chin or the temple.
But
I thought he clipped him.
But you know what I do say? I give respect for Forrest. He didn't fucking run out.
That's true. He did leave. He did leave early, but he stayed for.
He stayed for the decision. All right, guys. We'll get to the main event. Yes, it was the main event, but I question the TKO knockout stoppage because, in my personal opinion, I don't know. Dale says. I don't know what we say it would be.
Arguably. You say what you gotta say first. I'll tell you.
I don't know, guys, how to describe it. It almost felt like when you watch, if you go back and watch the fight, it almost feels like he was paid off in the fight because nobody would just get kind of like pressed. It looked like he just got pushed to the ground. You know what I mean? It didn't even look like he got knocked out.
I don't know.
Or TKO'd. Because I think, honestly, Okami could have still fought. It didn't look like he had the heart in the fight. If he wanted to get up, he would have gotten up. Don't you agree, Dale?
Well, definitely he could have, but let me just recap the fight for you just a little bit. All you missed in the first round, it's kind of like everyone thought. Everyone thought that Okami was gonna, grind it out.
Okami actually won the first round.
Yeah, he did, but what did he do? He pinned him against the cage, and he tried to neutralize him. Just a few shots here and there, but for the most part, it was just kind of pinning him against the cage.
I agree with that 100%. Yeah, it was a good strategy. But the thing is, honestly, he could have probably done the same thing the second round. Don't you agree?
Well, I don't know because
he kind of did this. I don't know how you describe it. He kind of just went like this. Silva didn't even really hit him. He just kind of goes like this, kind of pushes him like if you were to push somebody away from you. But with his fist, didn't even punch him. He just kind of went like that. Then he got back up, did it again, and then it was like he didn't even want it because he didn't even feel like grappling him. It was like almost he was just like, okay, Silva, you know what? You embarrassed me. Push me to the ground. Tell me how to let you do it. It didn't feel like he really wanted this fight.
Well, let me just say this, Jordan. Did it look to you at all like in the second round, Silva did drop Okami, but
that's true. But
I gotta ask you, boy to boy. Did it look like that Okami was kind of goading Silva to try and go to the ground?
That's true, yeah. But the thing is, if he really wanted him, think about it. When he was down like this, he could have pulled guard on him real quick.
Yeah,
if he really wanted it. We've seen him pull a Kimura from that. I question that. I question if, honestly, since they were in Rio, if somebody maybe had paid him off. You never know how shady some stuff can be in behind.
No,
if it does happen, we'll see it. We'll hear about it.
Yeah, because
that's just a personal opinion of myself.
Well, he trained. We all know he trained with Chael-san and he trained with Team Quest up until this fight. I don't think they would go for that.
That is true. But
no matter how much money,
you never know this. He could have just been baiting him so Chael could have his second chance against him.
I don't know, but either way, Chael still has to get through Brian's stand, and that's not going to be an easy fight.
Not easy.
Not even for Uncle Chael. But
all right, guys. Well, tonight, as we said, probably the best card we've seen in a while.
Yeah.
And
it just seemed like, just to close off on the subject, it did seem like Okami wanted the fight on the ground.
But he didn't want to fight it. It didn't feel like he wanted to fight. Once he knew he was done on the stand-up, he didn't even want to fight. He let him pretty much beat him out. That's not a gay,
I know, but we got a little bit of time here left, Jordan. Now, you want to shout out to anyone or give any predictions for 135 or anything like that, man?
I won't quite go into 135, but I'll go Jake versus Jake.
All right.
Our next fight coming up here in a couple weeks. I have Jake Ellenberger probably beating Jake Shields, or at least pushing the pace where Jake's gonna have to fight him like Henderson did.
I absolutely agree. I think Ellenberger just might be a little bit too tough for Shields on the stand-up, but you never know. because, I mean, it's been a while since we've seen Ellenberger on the ground. Last time he was on the ground, he was facing Carlos Eduardo Rocha, and he was dominating Rocha, but Shields is not Rocha.
That's
Shields
true.
is a top caliber jiu-jitsu guy, so, you know, we're going to have to wait and see on that
You know
one.
what, guys? I mean, that's all said and done, but I'm not 100% on this because I don't have it in front of me, the card. But is it Struve Berry on this next coming card too?
It's going to be on the Dominic Cruz.
That's what I thought.
Demetrius Johnson
I
card.
can't remember who's the co-main event for this.
I believe Barry and Struve will be the co-main event, but I know Demetrius Johnson is facing Dominic Cruz, and just a little bit of tidbit.
I want Mighty Mouse to win.
I don't know. I might go for Cruz, but I want to take this time to shout out to my older brother Brian. He actually gets married on the night of Cruz versus Johnson. So big up to my brother. I love you, man, and best of luck to you and Adela.
Brother, man.
And you know, Brian's been with us since UFC 107. Big supporter of what we do and stuff. And just a personal pick, I gotta say, Johnson's wrestling may not be enough to neutralize the striking of Cruz.
And I want to make a shout out to my little brother Jared. You turned the big 19 actually, or the big 20.
Oh shit,
big
baby
20.
Bujko.
Big 20 on
oh shit, baby Bujko.
on a couple days before we get to see Johnny fight Rampage.
And actually, I think Johnny versus Rampage. I think Bones Rampage is actually before Battle on the Bayou, isn't it? Because isn't that on the 25th?
No. Battle of Bayou is a week before.
You sure? I thought it was the 25th.
It's a week before.
Oh snap!
It's the
Okay.
23rd.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, bitches, have fun. We'll see you.
All
See you in a
right.
couple weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit before. All right.
And who knows? We might actually come up to you guys before Floyd Mayweather or Victor Ortiz if we feel like it. You never know.
Like, yeah, we just haven't had the time, guys, with school and stuff being back. We're both taking full loads. And that sounded gay, and that's what she said.
That is what she said.
There's no way turning back from that. All right, guys. Well, have a good night. I'm Jordan again.
I'm Dale.
If you don't know where we're at, man, we're at MMA World /Agree to Disagree on Facebook.
Follow us on Twitter, MMA World ATD. Follow us on Twitter. The revolution will not be televised, but we damn sure will be tweeting.
And possibilities of we're coming up with a website soon.
Hopefully, MMA World.
Within this year.
Yeah, hopefully MMA World agree-disagree.com or ATD Army. We're not sure, but stay with us, ATD Army. We love you guys. And
talk to you guys later.
We out. Peace.